State your full name.
Jeffrey Frank Spender.
Mr. Spender, I know you didn't hear Mr. Callenbruner, but he'd like to make a mockery of the X-Files. You worked on the X-Files yourself.
Yes, until 3 years ago.
When you were shot in the X-Files office, shot by your own father. Can I ask you to please tell the court exactly who your father was?
He led the government conspiracy to exploit the existence of aliens.
Objection. There's no government conspiracy that I've seen established here.
I agree with Mr. Callenbruner. I don't see where this is going.
If I can prove this conspiracy, it will justify Mulder's actions, and you will have no choice but to acquit.
I hope this isn't the entire basis of your defense, Mr. Skinner.
You have a relationship to Agent Mulder, don't you, Mr. Spender?
He's my half-brother. His mother had an affair with my father.
But he never knew that. Not until he met you at the FBI.
He didn't know both his father and mine were in the alien conspiracy. His father was a reluctant member. When Agent Mulder began to know the truth about this connection, my father had his father killed by an assassin named Alex Krychek.
He killed him to silence him?
Mulder's father lived his life in shame. Not for the conspiracy, but for a terrible decision he made.
Involving Agent Mulder's sister.
The aliens distrusted their human collaborators. Members of the conspiracy were made to surrender family members as human collateral.
So Mulder's father gave up Mulder's sister. His own 8-year-old daughter.
Mulder witnessed his sister being abducted by aliens. It haunted him to no end. It's why he pursued the X-Files.
And what became of her? Samantha?
She was returned. She was sent to California, where we were raised together. She was taken many more times and suffered horrible tests.
Mulder spent years looking for her. Several times thinking that he'd found her. But he was tricked.
Samantha was part of the cloning experiment done by the conspiracy. She herself died in 1987.
By your own father's hand, essentially.
I went to work for the FBI. I didn't know of my father's crimes. When I stood up to him, he shot me. When I didn't die, he subjected me to the same horrible tests.
You're a witness.
Mr. Spender, I'm sorry for your suffering. I'm sure none of us can really imagine what it's like. Your father must be brought to justice.
I believe my father is dead.
Mr. Spender, you're here to speak for the character of Agent Mulder. In reports you filed while an FBI agent, I see here you describe Mulder as arrogant, difficult, a control freak, widely disliked by his peers.
Those reports were written before I knew the truth.
This report calls him unstable, prone to violent outbursts. I have the report right here, if your memory needs refreshing. Thank you, Mr. Spender.